I'm cooking chicken pot pie chowder. I just cooked my chicken in the 4-quart Dutch oven in the microwave. I just put the three chicken breasts in there for 10 minutes in the microwave, cooked it, so they're done. I'm getting ready to chop these using my salad chopper. My oven just got preheated to 400 degrees. So this is a pretty simple recipe. It's really just putting everything into one pot and then putting it in the oven for 15 minutes at 400 degrees. You can see that my chicken's not all the way done for two reasons. One, I was cooking from frozen because I forgot to thaw my chicken. So I put it into the Rockcrok frozen and then microwaved it for 10 minutes. If they hadn't been frozen, if they had been thawed properly, 10 minutes would have cooked them. But I knew that I had to put the chicken in the oven for 15 minutes to cook the biscuits that are going to be on top. So it's going to have enough time to finish cooking. If you feel nervous about that, then go ahead and finish cooking your chicken. I just didn't want to overcook my chicken and get it too tough or too rubbery. So that's where I'm coming from on that. There we go. So yes, the salad choppers are amazing. You can definitely use them to chop lettuce. That was their original purpose, but they are great for chopping chicken, any type of meat that you need to chop up. I think this is my old pair. They're not quite as sharp as my new pair, but they still work great. There we go. And by an old pair, I mean I've had these like 6 to 8 years, and they're just now like starting to not be as sharp. So don't think like you're going to get it and they're going to be dull in just a couple weeks. Now I'm talking 8 years. Okay, so that's looking good. So I'm going to move over here to my Dutch oven Rockcrok. The Rockcrok is so versatile. It can go in the oven, it can go in the microwave, stovetop, on the grill, underneath the broiler, and in the dishwasher. So this is a piece of cookware that you can use anywhere to cook whatever you need to cook. So that was just like 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm going to get that heating up. And then I'm going to put in 2 cloves of garlic and some onion. I'm going to scooch all over here because I got to get my onion chopped up. I'm going to use the manual food processor for that. I've got an onion here. I'm just going to very loosely cut it with my knife because I'm going to use the food processor to get it chopped up. I love that Pampered Chef has so many different products to cut things so that you're not always having to use a knife. Sharp knives are the safest types of knives to use, but as probably many of you know, you can easily cut yourself using a knife. So it's just really nice to have like this manual food processor. Oh, I might get it on. Or did I put too much up? There we go. So that your hands aren't close to everything. The food chopper would also be a great product to use to get your onions chopped up. I want them a little coarser, so that's one reason why I'm using the manual food processor. The food chopper chops it up a little more finely. The manual food processor has rubber here on the bottom, so it's not sliding around. And it's just real easy to push. It's really fast, faster than trying to use an electric one and get the lid on just right and to get it to work. All right, there we go. Oh yeah, looks good. So just coarsely chopped onions there. I'm waiting for my oil just to get a little bit hotter while that, oh, there we go. I see it's starting to smoke a little bit. So we're gonna scoot over here. Get y'all a good view. Where are my scrapers? Here's one. Good. Had to dig my scraper out of the dishwasher. There we go. So we're just gonna cook the onions. Pull that out. Get the onions going. No tears. It's another great thing about the food chopper is that my eyes aren't watering right now. I'm going to use the garlic press here to press 2 cloves of garlic. You simply just put the clove down in there, skin and all. You can take the skin off if you want to, but you don't have to. It's not a requirement because when you squeeze the garlic press, it's just going to push that garlic right through. There we go. tuck it back in for one more push before I do the second one. Good. Turn that heat down just a little bit. The garlic press is super easy to clean because it comes with a little brush. It's not even a brush, it's more like a pick. That gets all the garlic out of those little holes. And then the garlic press is dishwasher safe. So you can just pop it right into the dishwasher for easy cleanup. There we go. So got that. I love the Pampered Chef scrapers. You see that I'm using it right here in this hot pan because it's heat resistant up to 480 degrees, so it's not going to melt on me. The head's made on, so I don't have to worry about mold getting in there. Dishwasher safe. And this is actually the small scraper because my other ones must be in the sink. But I thought this one would be too small when I purchased it. And, you know, I wouldn't normally use it on this, but it was perfect size for the food processor, like getting in there and just getting all those pieces out. It's great for jars, but it's big enough. It can handle the job. All right. While those are cooking just a little bit more, I'll show you some of the other stuff that I prepped a little bit ahead of time. I've got 2 cups of frozen vegetables here. I have some oregano. The recipe calls for parsley. Apparently, I'm out of parsley. So I Googled, and you can use oregano as a parsley substitute. So that's what I'm doing. I've got 2 cups of chicken broth here. I'm going to do 2 cups of milk also. I'm waiting to pour that chicken broth in before I fill it up with milk. And then we're just going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. Add in the chopped chicken. And then we'll put our biscuits, our buttermilk biscuits on top. And pop it in the oven for 15 minutes at 400 degrees. Okay, we're going to coat the garlic and the onions with 1/4 cup flour. I really feel like there needs to be some butter in this recipe. The recipe does not call for it, but I'm really feeling like with this flour business, we're going to need some butter. So I'm going to go ahead and just add some. I just feel like it's going to taste better. All right, so got the butter in. This is 1/4 cup flour. I've turned the heat down. I started it out on high. I'm down on a 2 right now, so almost near low. Okay, getting all that nice and coated. I'm going to add, sorry to lean in like that, but that's where my chicken broth is. I'm going to add a little bit of my chicken broth, just a little bit. Help get some of that flour. I'm going to go from my scraper to one of my nylon spoons. I want to scrape everything that's on the bottom off. That's going to give you that yummy flavoring in your chicken pot pie chowder. Nice. It's really thickening up. That flour's reacting. Oh yeah, that's really good. Okay, there we go. Go ahead and finish the 2 cups of chicken broth. I'm gonna get the 2 cups of milk. Let's see, we can go ahead and do the 2 cups of veggies. And this is a combination of carrots, corn, green beans. I think that's it in this one. Yeah. I'm going to add some salt and pepper because you always want to layer your seasonings. I'm not quite ready for the milk yet. Go ahead and do some salt, some pepper. There we go. Oregano. There we go. Stir that in. I'm going to bring it up and let it heat up a little bit. I'm going to wait to add the milk in towards the end. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and start scooping in the chicken. Before I stir in the chicken, I'm going to kind of flatten it across the top. I'm going to go ahead and do some salt and pepper and oregano on it too. My pepper can's almost out. There we go. There we go. That's nice. There we go. Mix that in. 2 cups of milk. These are the silicone prep bowls. I really like the silicone prep bowls because you can squeeze them to pour and you just rarely have spills. If you pour something in here and then all of a sudden it says, you know, put it in the microwave, these are microwave safe, oven safe, freezer safe. So they're just very versatile also. They can go lots of places. All right, I'm going to stir that milk in. I'm going to continue to let it heat up until I see just a little bit of a bubble. And then once I see it bubbling just a little bit, I'm going to put the buttermilk biscuits on top and then put it in the oven at 400 degrees for 15 minutes. That's going to let the chicken finish cooking. It's going to let the biscuits get nice and brown. So this is just a twist on the normal chicken pot pie you might just bake in the oven. And once again, this is the 4-quart Rockcrok Dutch Oven that I'm using. It does come with a lid. This recipe, you don't put the lid on and stick it in the oven for this recipe. It's just a glass lid. It's dishwasher safe also. This is great for making soups. Chowders, of course. You can make desserts in this. You can just use it as a normal pot, or you can even use it on the grill if you're going camping or in a camper, and you are going to be cooking over the fire or on a gas grill or even a fire grill. That this is going to be able to handle it. There we go. It's starting to bubble just a little bit. So I'm going to leave the heat up. I'm going to go ahead and put the buttermilk biscuits on. And I'm just using canned buttermilk biscuits. Just gently lay those on top. I've got one left. I'm just gonna break it up and put in there because I'm not gonna bake it separately, and there's no point in just throwing it away. So I'm just gonna tuck it around the edges. There we go. So I'll turn the heat off now into the oven, and this is chicken pot pie chowder. It's a great, easy one-pot meal. a super fast, total 30-minute meal. So this is a great fast weeknight meal if you're looking for something, and it's definitely great for a cold day.